हाय, मैं हूं निमृत कौर. सब्सक्राइब टू सिद्धार्थ कानन्स यूट्यूब चैनल नाउ.
निमृत कौर, व्हाट्सअप, कैसे हैं आप?
वेरी गुड.
देखा जाए तो फिल्मोग्राफी में 2005 में जिमी शेरगिल, मिनीशा लांबा,
Yes.
और आपने सिर्फ एक बहुत वन सीन वाला रोल किया था एज अ न्यूज रिपोर्टर.
So this is a funny story, at least in hindsight. So what had happened was that I had done a couple of commercials, or maybe one commercial with Sujit Sarkar, who has directed that film. So एक Asian Paints की ad मैंने उनके साथ की थी. उसके बाद मुझे इस फिल्म के लिए कॉल आया. Now I was so new कि मुझे समझने में या उसमें कुछ ऊपर नीचे हुआ. मुझे लगा कि तो डॉक्यूमेंट्री के लिए मैं जा रही हूँ, डॉक्यूमेंट्री फिल्म के लिए, और वहाँ पे मुझे एज अ जर्नलिस्ट मुझे कुछ करना है. बिकॉज आई डिडंट नो एनीथिंग अबाउट इट. यू नो, व्हेन यू आर जस्ट प्लेइंग सच अ स्मॉल पार्ट इन अ फिल्म, आपको कुछ आगे पीछे नहीं बताया जाता. यू डोंट नो व्हाट्स हैपनिंग और व्हाटएवर, यू आर जस्ट देयर. एंड आई वाज हायर्ड लिटरली फॉर दैट डे, फॉर दैट वन सीन, एंड आई वाज गोइंग टू बी गॉन. मैं वहाँ पहुँची तो मैंने देखा ये तो बहुत बड़ी डॉक्यूमेंट्री फिल्म है, यहाँ तो जिमी शेरगिल घूम रहे हैं. सो आई वाज लाइक, व्हाट एम आई डूइंग? यू नो, एम आई डूइंग लाइक जस्ट like a one scene part in a film? Because you know, obviously, you know, you don't want to do a small part in something when you're just starting out. You know, your ideas are very different because, you know, you've grown up on Madhuri Dixit and, you know, Sri Devi, and those are your dreams. So मेरा तो रोना निकल गया वहाँ पे. I was actually in tears. I was like, what am I doing? Why didn't I know about this? Okay, fine, I'll do it now that I'm here. So then I did it. And I got lots of great encouragement and all of that from Sujit sir that time. It was very, very nice. But yeah, ऐसा भी होता है.
But look at that. From a one scene role to Dasvi, Airlift, Homeland. बड़ी complaint है. From 2005 to 2022,
Yeah.
आपने अच्छा काम किया है, but बहुत कम काम किया है. Was it deliberate या फिर it is still a fight for good actors to get good roles without any backing?
I think it's a combination of many things, Sid, because look, what happens is that it's not like as an actor कि आपको लगता है कि आपको कम ही काम करना है. वो तो होता ही नहीं, वो तो कोई भी नहीं सोचता. यू नो, मुझे श्योरली ऐसा काम नहीं करना जहाँ पे मैं बोर हो जाऊँ अपने आप का ही काम देखकर. और होता ये है कि when you kind of do something where the audience appreciates you, which was maybe The Lunchbox, because that was my first film. I think very similar parts started to come to me, and they were boring even as a read for me. कि यार ये तो same, और वो sameness जो थी वो just wasn't exciting for me to start taking up, you know, those films. Compounded with the fact that जब आप बाहर जाओ काम करो, so it's like 5 or 6 months of your time. By the time you come back, supposedly you've moved to LA, वो भी हो जाता है. So I'm like,
जाती है हमारी इंडस्ट्री में बड़ी जल्दी.
Yeah, अरे हमें तो लग रहा था आप LA में रहते हो. मैंने कहा मैं तो नहीं रहती LA में. अगर कोई और मेरे जैसा दिखने वाला वहाँ रह रहा है तो पता नहीं. मैं तो नहीं रहती. So वापस आके भी प्लग इन करने में टाइम लगता है. You know, I'm also a little bit guilty of not being totally proactive about going and meeting people ki hey, I'm back and let's do something. And you know, I'm a little bit shy, which can be counterproductive as a personality in this business because you have to be out there. I'm getting better about it. I understand that maybe a little bit late, but I do understand it.
But
whatever.
जैसे मैंने कहा, आप अच्छा काम करती है, लिमिटेड काम करती हैं. जैसे जब एयरलिफ्ट हुआ अक्षय कुमार के साथ, it was a smash hit, commercial success, critical acclaim too. It was a solid film. उसके बाद मेरा ये था यार, निमृत जैसे होता है ना, आदमी सक्सेसफुल होता है या लेडी सक्सेसफुल होती है, she splashed all over, उसको एक के बाद एक वो फिल्में करती है, ठक 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 ठक. And then when I was expecting कि मैं आपको ज़्यादा देखूं, pitch, फिर आप गायब हो गए.
Yeah.
What happened then?
After Airlift, I had gone to Canada to shoot a show called Wayward Pines. I came back to India after about 5 or 6 months. Then the kind of films that were being offered were honestly not very exciting. That's what happened.
People know that आप अच्छी एक्टिंग करती हैं, अभी प्रूव करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. But insecurity होती है genuinely उस वक्त?
I think मुझे तब realize होता है कि मुझे इस बारे में थोड़ा सोचना चाहिए जब मुझसे लोग ये सवाल करते हैं. आई थिंक थोड़ा सा क्या होता है ना, एंड आई डोंट नो, एक हर एक्टर के साथ हर लेवल पे होता होगा, बट मेरे साथ ये होता है, आई टेंड टू लिव इन माई ओन बबल अ लिटिल बिट. सो आई नो व्हाई समथिंग इज हैपनिंग, आई डोंट नो हाउ इट्स बीइंग परसीव्ड. देयर इज अ गैप इन दैट. आई नो दैट आई नो व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, व्हाई आई एम डूइंग. यार मुझे ये पढ़ के मज़ा आया है, मुझे पढ़ के मज़ा नहीं आया, अभी मैं वहाँ जाके ये कर रही हूँ, मैं यहाँ आके ये कर रही हूँ. So in my head, it's very clear why I'm doing what I'm doing. But the perception becomes कि अरे यार ये तो बहुत चूज़ी है, इसको यहाँ पे काम नहीं करना है, इसलिए LA में रहती है, वो कुछ और ही कहानियाँ, वहाँ पे अपना नैरेटिव, अपनी कहानी, अपनी फिल्म वहाँ पे चल रही है. So that is something that surprises me. I have now started to expect it. But I don't get thrown off by it because I know that I'm not taking any decisions frivolously ever.
दिल्ली की लड़की जब सब छोड़ के आती है बम्बई, you're a perfect example for a girl who comes from another town and says, निमृत ने किया है, वो 15-18 साल बाद भी बहुत relevant है. But tell me about the tough situations you faced, where you said, you know what, it came my way.
Yeah.
But I'm damn proud of it क्योंकि मैंने उसको झेला, मैंने उसको संभाला. Maybe it could have been rejections and auditions.
Yeah.
Maybe you getting a film and then suddenly आप निकल रही हैं घर के बाहर और आपको पता चला कि आप नहीं कर रही हैं फिल्म. Have you faced those tough situations?
Yeah, I mean, well, right in the beginning of my career, मैंने कुछ 80-85 auditions करे थे before I hacked my first ad. Now that is a lot of heartbreak, Sid. You see, इतने सारे स्क्रीन टेस्ट के लिए जाना, जब आप मेकअप लगा के ऑटो में जा रहे हो, एक बार तो बारिश हो रही थी और एक बस निकल गई साथ से और सारा पानी फटाक. It was like, and I had this makeup on and I had my tears and I was like, and you know, it's a time when you just really need to hack something, you know, something's got to happen. So these things, and you know, you have already kind of been for 15-20 other auditions and you're standing in lines under difficult conditions, barish, garmi, you've not eaten, you don't know when you're going to maybe earn your next paycheck or not. Difficult times for that time. In absolute terms, it becomes difficult. See, in hindsight, because hindsight vision is 20/20, I can make it very rosy and be like, you know what, I stuck it out and there were difficult days, but here I am. Sure, but those days were tricky. Every day was an uphill climb, you know, every day. And मुझे याद है मैं नीचे घर के नीचे जाके PCO से, उस time mobile phones and all were very expensive to make calls, right? शायद पता नहीं, हाँ थे, बट यू नो इट वॉज वेरी एक्सपेंसिव. सो PCO पे भी वहाँ पे लाइन होती थी, फिर मैंने जाना मम्मा से बात करनी. यू फील बैड बट यू डोंट वांट टू से यू फीलिंग सो बैड बिकॉज आपको बोला जाएगा वापस आ जाओ, वो करना नहीं, यू नो.
You didn't feel like leaving and going back? ऐसा नहीं था कि यार मम्मी ने बोला बहुत हो गया चलो. There
were days, in fact, ironically, जब भी किसी की भी मुझे सामने से आता था ना, जब मम्मा या कोई भी anybody would lovingly with all their good intentions say कि आप घर आ जाओ, बस करो, कितना देर ये करना है, तब मुझे लगता था नहीं यार मैं क्यों आऊँ. You know, so it's very ironic कि जब मुझे कोई बोलेगा कि तुम अब ये बंद कर दो, तो फिर मेरा वो rebel without a cause थोड़ा सा, I'm like नहीं,
I'm not going to lose.
No, I said one more day, one more month, let's see.
You came without any backing. माने कोई godfather नहीं, कोई ये कंपनी तुम्हें बैक करने के लिए नहीं, and stuff like that. Now obviously you see people like you जो बहुत flourish कर रहे हैं. अब content cinema आ रहा है, roles है, characters है, stuff like that. कभी ऐसा हुआ है when you were happy you got this role और फिर पता चला नहीं मिला आपको? ऐसा हुआ आपके साथ?
हाँ हुआ है. I won't be able to name the film.
No, I won't.
But it was a very big film opposite, you know, one of the top people working, and it was like it was just a matter of a formality that had to kind of be in place, and I knew that, you know, that subject and that film and that part was almost like a hand in the glove kind of a fit. And I was very keen to do it. अब वो project ही नहीं हुआ, which it never took off. But that's a different story.
The film got stalled.
The film just kind of it's shelved for all practical purposes. I don't know if it's happening even ever. but it's a stunning story, and it really broke my heart. I was very sad when that didn't work out.
But why did it get stalled?
So how it happened was that I didn't know that the film was itself on shaky ground. I made it about me. You know, I said, oh, they just don't want me. Maybe part of it was true, because that happens. Not everything you want to do, people want you in for. Similarly, how people, if they want you in something, you may not want it. So I think that happens. But I was very sad that film didn't happen. It's very sad.
मैंने सुना है
Yeah.
कि ऐसे होता था कि I don't know if it still happens कि मेल लीड एक्टर है और वो कहते हैं ये एक्ट्रेस मेल लीड के साथ पोस्टर में ठीक नहीं लग रही है.
अच्छा.
ओके एंड दे विल से पोस्टर में नहीं ठीक लगी, ठीक है ये फिल्म में नहीं लेते हैं.
अच्छा.
यू हर्ड स्टफ लाइक दैट?
I've heard all kinds of things कि अब Instagram following के हिसाब से भी casting होती है. I don't know. I've heard these kind of things. I've heard these things. That's the worst, man. So I like not to tell myself these things, because I think these are deterrents and they become negative voices, because you can become cynical if you start to think like that. You know, then there is no end to these suppositions and these kind of, you know, it's hearsay. Unless something's told to my face, and I've never been told anything like this, I like to block it out.
What's the worst rejection line you've been given?
I've never been given one.
What do you
I
say,
think I'll
Jason?
tell you what, as an actor, the worst thing is silence, radio silence. You know, it's like a breakup without even a text message.
And आप सोचिए क्यों ब्रेकअप किया, क्या हुआ?
And you know, it's like waking up, and it's excruciating, and any actor out there who's been through this will know the pain of not knowing whether you're doing something or not, especially when you really want to do something.
And you've got that silence.
Yeah, many times.
फिर क्या करती है आप? फिर फोन करती है, क्या करती है?
नहीं,
छोड़ देती है आप?
मैं फोन नहीं करती, because I feel like, you know, then I'll just be making them awkward. कि अगर उनको मुझे नहीं बताना है, उसमें भी awkwardness है, तो मैं किसी को करूँगी, और अक्सर जवाब आपको accurate anyway नहीं मिलेगा. They'll be like, नहीं, we are figuring it out, अभी थोड़ा सा time है, and then you realize 5 days later कि no, somebody else has been signed, you know. So it's better not to ask. It's better to just, for me.
But I'm happy in a way that I don't see you pack videos. I'm happy that you have a nice aura about you, that when you step out, it's only for good films. Is that conscious?
Thank you, firstly. It's like one of my best days in the last some time to be hearing such lovely things.
But
Thank you for that.
I mean
no,
that.
I know you mean it. I know you do. And I really appreciate what you're saying. And coming back to what Abhishek had said to you, he's really kind. He's really very generous. And, you know, it's his generosity that he said that. Really very, very, very touched to hear that. I feel like with me, my personality is like that. I don't think I can help myself. I would be trying to be somebody else, and it's a very big effort. And trust me, there is no comfort in knowing that this perhaps is not the norm and this doesn't work on the larger level. You know, we might agree with it, you might agree with me, but again, it's a perception thing that, you know, you have to be out there. You know, out of sight, out of mind. You have to be flamboyant, be out there, and, you know, be seen at parties and things like that. I'm not able to be somebody else, I think.
अंदर से नहीं आती है.
हाँ, अंदर से नहीं आती है ये बात. So जो मुझे naturally मैं sustain नहीं कर पाऊँगी ना, वो मुझे लगता है कि वो रहने देनी चाहिए चीज़, क्योंकि जो आप, जैसे ये आपने बोला कि एक part के लिए कुछ भी करना, वो मेरे लिए naturally sustainable option है. I will be able to do that till the age of 90 or whatever else. I know that is something that comes from within, and there is nothing that can stop me from making that kind of an effort or commitment. That also is hard work, to step out every day, to make that commitment, to be out there in the media, you know, to have that public image. Sure.
It's also tough. Yes, it is, of course.
It is a commitment. Nothing is, you know, you can't treat anything frivolously कि यार इसमें क्या है. नहीं, उसमें भी है. There is a design, there is a thought, there is a process to everything. Nothing is a coincidence, you know. And I don't think to berate that is also a good thing कि यार ये लोग तो यही कर रहे हो, नहीं ऐसा नहीं होता है, वो उसकी भी कंजम्पशन है। आप कहाँ फिट होते हैं, आई थिंक दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट।
तो कभी तो आप देखते हैं ये पैप वीडियोस?
या ऑल द टाइम।
देखते हो?
यस।
यू एंजॉय वाचिंग देम?
ऑफ कोर्स आई एंजॉय वाचिंग देम।
समय होता है कि मेरा भी जिम का शॉट हो, ऐसा होती है?
बट ऐसा होता है, ऐसा नहीं है कि कभी भी कुछ भी नहीं होता है। आई हैव माय फ्लर्टेशन विद द मीडिया एंड यू नो लाइक,
बट व्हाट आई मेंट इज यू नॉट एट योर फेस। ऐसा नहीं है कि 24 घंटे देखता हूं, व्हिच आई लाइक, बिकॉज़ आई बिलीव समवेयर एन एक्टर का ऑरा बहुत अच्छा रहता है।
Also said some days your hair just looks like crap. You know, and you don't want to be seen.
Nimrat Kaur wakes up like this.
Oh no, I wish. No, actually I don't wish. I like to wake up with rubbish hair as well. It's nice to see yourself normal.